And the lights turned off. Bear with me, gentlemen. Just trying to get to the outside. All right. And done. I think that should do it. It is actually finally a little bit chilly outside. And it's funny because I had some people tell me that it's warm in the United States. And when it's warm for you guys, it's cold for me. But hello, everyone. Oh my God, I left my glasses on. Sorry. That's it. I've been exposed. I wear glasses. That should do it. Hold on. Let me make my way outside here. By the way, I am finally making my way back to Chile. Hold on, I'm trying to not have so much jingling stuff on me. And you know what I hate the most? Are these keys. These things, I can't even find a way to keep these quiet. They're always jingling around, so every time I make a video, all you hear is jingly keys. There we go. Ooh, it feels nice tonight. This is cool. Minus that my phone looks blurry from time to time. Hello, everybody. What is going on? It's a pleasure to see everyone. I am doing pretty good. I was actually kind of resting a little bit because these past couple of days I have been working with non-stop with no sleeping for the Franco Travel and the Franco TV, and then I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and do a quick live because I know almost everyone has been asking me when I'm going to be making it back to the States, to my hometown. And to be quite frank with you, I'm on my way there. So basically I got to pick up a camera that I left in Chile, and then from Chile take a plane to Peru because Peru has like the fastest flight straight to Orlando, and then from there I should be good. My hair's a little bit messy. I just kind of just left the house, by the way. But yeah, how is everybody doing today? Hopefully I don't get robbed coming out here. I got to go down to that little dark spot. We're going through, there's like a lot of homeless people, so sometimes it could get a little bit iffy or weird, but I should be good. Hello from Iowa. Hello from Iowa. We're glad you're alive. Oh, I've been meaning to go live. I think I'm gonna have to cross the street anyway. Let's just go. But yeah, I've been meaning to go live for a good minute now. I've just been, oh man, it's been crazy. Just to find the time to kind of stop what I'm doing and then be able to set that aside just makes things a little bit challenging. But I did it. I just left my beautiful apartment, which is behind that building on the other side. Let me see if I can make my way towards, I can never remember what the name of this place is. It's where they have like the churipangs and stuff, but it's like Gringolandia. This is where the rich people subside. But I have to cross the lake. Sure, no cars are coming. Let me lower my brightness a little bit so I don't look like a walking lighthouse. There we go. That's much better. I'm gonna jump on the chat right now. I just gotta look out for cars. See how my phone gets blurry and I have to hit it so it clears up. Come on, phone. Maybe I shouldn't do this in the middle of the road. Yeah. Well, the good news is, let's turn the phone back around. I'm making my way towards Chile. And the good thing about Chile is that when I get to Chile, I'm going to be able to buy a new phone. Because in Argentina, for shipments, and it's just so expensive out here. Way too expensive. But in Chile, it's not expensive at all. It's kind of like normal price for United States, instead of me getting charged 3 to 4 times the price of things. Hello from Canada. Hello. Hi, Frank from Sacramento. Man, you guys are all over today. Hi, Frank. Frank from Tampa, Florida. Oh, I'll be passing by Tampa. How are you? How are you doing? Today I'm doing good. Who wrote that again? How are you doing? Ruben. I'm just going to say Ruben for short. I'm doing good, man. A little tired. I've just been editing all day. I think the hard part is I have to get an editor, but I've been editing all day, then driving all day, and then from driving I had to been doing a video, and now that the videos are a little bit longer, my ear just popped. It's just a lot more to edit, so I'm sitting through it for more hours, so it just takes up just a little bit of time. But I mean, it comes with the job. It ain't that bad, you know. It's gonna have its pros and its cons, but I've been doing good. Now that I get to get out of the house, it's a lot better. Ontario, Canada here. Hello from Kentucky. From Uruguay. Well, I'm not even too far away from Uruguay. Los Angeles. Man, I can't wait to travel the States again. Shout out. Oh man, I can't even shout you out. I can't. Yeah, I can't read that. But thank you for the donation, dude. I appreciate that. All right, so here's a sit rep. I am making my way back to Chile, and then from Chile, Peru to United States, in which, sadly, but excitingly, I'm going to be selling my car, which is like the Ford Explorer that I have, because I don't think it's going to make it another run. Now, if it doesn't make it another run, it's going to be hard for me to travel, because the last thing I want to do is have a money pit where it breaks down to some other state. And remember, this isn't just my vehicle, it's my home, because I live in it, you know? So, yeah, I have to be very careful with traveling with the car. So, I don't know, I'm going to be honest, I don't trust driving with it, because I think it's going to break down, and then I'm going to have to spend more money. The safest route is to sell it, maybe get a good 5 or 6K off the truck. And you got to understand, the truck has about almost 300,000 miles, or climbing. I think it's 200 and something, but it's climbing, it's getting there. And it's time to let it go. At least, yeah, it's time to let it go. Where am I taking you guys tonight? Tonight, we're going, I'm going to point it out to you. There we go. Behind these buildings, you know what? No. I was going to take you guys over there, but I've done that in another life. At least I think I did. So instead of over there, I'm taking you guys to this side, over here. You got to hit the screen, so that way you guys can see. But over here is where like a lot of the rich people are, but they have some really cool stuff. I don't know if I took you guys here, and if I did, I don't remember. So you guys let me know. I think now's the time for me to, nope, can't. Light just turned green. Come on. This little area here sucks so bad because there's nothing that tells you when you can cross. See? There's nothing, so you kind of have to just, you know, play it by ear. There we go. That should do it. Your solid friend from the Philippines. Oh man, I want to make it towards the Philippines. Worldwide, Franco. Yeah, I'm traveling worldwide, man. It's gonna be one hell of an exploration, of an adventure, to be honest. Just having fun while I'm doing it. What country are you in now? Well, right now I'm in Argentina, but I'm leaving Argentina in 14 or 13 days. The countdown has initiated, and I think the tickets have gone through, so I should receive confirmation tonight. But that's the goal plan. So once I get confirmation, it's go time. Frank in Argentina right now. Oh yeah, Frank's in Argentina. Thank you. Hi from Albuquerque. Hello. DW Blunt, or Blount, not Blunt. I think I said it right. Frank, New Holland, PA. Hey, Catherine, welcome in. Hey, Franco, how are you? Love you, man. Love you too, Tammy. There we go. Where are you headed next? Well, I guess from Chile, which is where I'm heading to now, is Chile. I'll be making it to Peru. Now, Peru has a bunch of locations, but there's something in particular that I really want to focus on in Peru. And that place is the Nazca lines. I think a lot of you guys know about the Nazca lines. But the thing is about the Nazca lines is that there is thousands upon thousands upon thousands of bodies that are just displayed. It's not even about the displayment of the bodies. It's just the story that happened with the bodies. There was people that were sacrificed there, killed there, because at that time, they used to believe that sacrificing someone, or someone sacrificing themselves for God or their God or what they believe in, would help them have food, crops, vegetation, all sorts of stuff, so that way they're able to survive. That's pretty much the gist of everything. It's being able to survive. And so what they would do is they will sacrifice their babies. I know this is horrible, but it's history, it's part of life. This is what happened back in the day, and I'm pretty sure a lot worse things have happened as well. But they will sacrifice their kids. Like, can you think of that? To me, that's freaking insane. Like, think that you're a parent and you're like, well, in order for the rest of my family to survive, I'm going to sacrifice the last born, the newest baby to the family, to the gods, as a thank you. And so they pretty much take care of that and do what they will with that one. So a lot of babies and infants were pretty much deleted them, if you catch my drift. And they would do it in the most brutal ways, because it wasn't like they gave them pills to put them to sleep. Instead, took the regular kitchen knife and they did it dirty right around here, so it's just weird thinking about it. And so then they just buried them there just like that. I don't know how somebody would have the guts to do something like that, but that's what they did. I feel like I'm gonna get hit by a car. People here do not know how to drive. I almost got in a car accident just trying to bring back the rental today. But anyway, being out there's a lot of creepy shadows that you can see, and it's just the desert. It's literally the desert. You get to see these holes with all these mummified remains, and there's bones just scattered to the ground. It's hard not to step on anyone because there's just bones everywhere, And I, in a weird way, this might sound morbid, am excited to be there, to be able to record in such a location. And it's the Nazca lines. These are where the mysterious God lines that wrote these huge thousands of miles of lines, creating these pictures and stuff. Yeah, let me lower my voice for a second. Just, there's these two guys there. Just want to be on the safe side. Around this time of night, for you guys it may not be late, but for me it's late. And so this is where, not the best, come hanging out at night. I think I'm good now. I just don't want them hearing me talk English and then they get excited and then like, oh, I wonder what he has. Sad to say that, but that's just how it is. Not everyone. There's just certain people. Sometimes you don't want to give somebody a good opportunity because it can happen. I have a lot of friends that got robbed out here. I mean, look at Claudio. That guy gets robbed every day. But yeah. Hello, Frank. I love you very much. I am from Yemen. Look at that. I've never been to Yemen. I don't even know what goes on there, but it must be amazing. Frank, do you believe in heaven and hell, or are you religious? That is an interesting question. I believe... I don't know. Usually I don't get into what I believe. I think anything is possible. I think anything is possible. I could go more in depth, but I'd rather not. One thing I was told is never talk about religion, so I feel like that one I'm just not going to get into. Plus, I'm not an expert on it, and I don't know enough to even divulge into that. And I think that's personal to everybody's core beliefs, Everyone could believe what they want. And that's a personal level, That's like I'd rather not just talk about it. But I'm not saying I'm atheist. I'm not atheist. I definitely do believe. But, I'm very curious. I could say that. I'm curious about a lot of things. And I'm very understanding of a lot of things. Would you ever go to Riverside Road, Franco? Riverside Road. I don't know what Riverside Road is. But if it's something that's haunted, creepy, or has a creepy backstory, I would love to. Not gonna lie. I would definitely love to. I like stuff like that. That's how you know I had a weird childhood. How are you doing, Franco? I'm doing good. I'm alive and well. The weather's not that bad. It's nice and windy. It's actually really beautiful outside. I don't want to step on it. Dog. It's a haunted road in Denver. Oh, Jacqueline! Hey, Jacqueline. A haunted road in Denver? Then hell yeah, I would check it out. And I love Denver, Colorado. That's where my truck broke down. I was spending the night at the Stanley Hotel. I won't tell you guys how I did it, but I stood at the Stanley Hotel for 3 months. I stayed at the Stanley Hotel. Wow, Frank, that must have been really expensive. Wrong. I stayed for free for 3 months, and I was inside the hotel. Well, how did you get it for free? Well, I'll tell you my dirty little secret. My truck. So I took the truck, right? I parked it out in the back, right where it looked like I was staying there. Now you can't do it anymore because, you know, nothing lasts forever and things change. But I didn't screw it up because I never got caught. And nobody really cared because I was really friendly with a lot of the people that worked there. And I made some friends. But some YouTuber guy came up. And he's not a bad YouTuber. I actually like his content. He's really good. But I guess he was doing a video where he collided with... and he's not even much of a paranormal channel, but that day he was doing a paranormal video, right? And he got collided with another YouTuber group that I guess he accidentally ran into. Once again, for some reason, if it's paranormal, there's drama that's involved. Big drama came out. Security was brought into the picture. It was known everywhere. And if you know, you know. I'm pretty sure you guys already heard about it. So ever since then, I decided to upgrade security, and they destroyed my opportunities of being able to stay at the Stanley for so long. And I had the biggest, it wasn't even a room, but the thing is everybody went to sleep at a certain time at night, and I had it completely to myself. Oh my God, it was perfect. Couldn't have asked for a better situation. Let's take a break for a little bit. But yeah, that was by far one of the coolest moments at the Stanley Hotel. I just had it to myself. I would play video games, eat Chinese food, and then just start recording, and then take a break, probably play some more video games and go back into it. It was fun. It was fun. I definitely took advantage of the situation, and I regretto nothing. Let me see. Sean, you're going to sleep? All right, good night, Sean. Thank you. Me and Sean do sometimes play Arma. By the way, I don't know if you guys are gamers out there, or for those of you who are gamers or like to play games, there is this server called, I've been telling the guy I was going to shout him out, but he's been doing one hell of a job on the server. So these people are definitely going to make out. Let's walk up here. I don't know if you know this, but I'm pretty sure a lot of single people can relate. When you're sitting alone and you're enjoying your life alone, and then you got a couple that are just making out, it's like, I'm pretty sure I'm not alone when I say that's annoying. It's annoying to watch. It's like, oh, look at you. Must be a beautiful romantic movie. Get fucked. You know, it's like, God dang it. I don't want to see that. I'm already happy as it is. It starts making your mind go round and round. It's like, man, I wonder how you would be bringing back suppressed feelings and shit. So it's just like, nah, I'll walk away. Thank you. I don't want to see no Romeo and Juliet here. My time is not come. I don't know when my time will come. But I don't care because I like the situation I'm in. It's fun. And it's beautiful. Oh yeah, thank God I left. I think she's like moaning right now. Jesus Christ. I did not want to see that. And I thought it was a man because, anyway, I'm not going to be more specific. That hotel is haunted. Yes, it is. That Stanley Hotel was very haunted. And I seen some crazy shit in that place. And then I met the security guy. Well, he wasn't even security, he was maintenance, right? But he was like, forgive me if you're not from this tribe. I think his name was Native 6. And he actually has a YouTube channel. A Native 6 TV was his name. Or is his name. I don't know if he still has it. And I told him I was supposed to come back so we could eat some native tacos. I think he was Cherokee. But I could totally be wrong. Forgive me if I am. And I hope he doesn't hate me for that, because I know that if I get that wrong, that's like, you know, that's like a possible threat. So I'm just like, I don't know which one it was, but he was so cool. And so he was telling me a lot of the stuff that went on there. And with the Stanley Hotel, there was a lot of native folklore that happened around that area. Remember, Colorado is filled with that stuff, and half the U.S. actually is. But yeah, that's how I was able to stay at the Stanley Hotel for months without anybody knowing. Well, I was just enjoying my time there. I even went to the bathroom. I washed my mouth, went back to the car. I think that kept me on the road longer, because that built up my morale, because I felt like I actually kind of had a home outside the truck too. But it's fun, because this time I'm buying a bigger truck. I'm aiming at a Chevy Tahoe. It's a big 4-wheel diesel truck. Reason why it's diesel is because I sleep with the motor on, and I need the motor to last. My last car died on me, literally blew up while I was inside the car, which ended up costing me, I'm going to tell you guys right now, it ended up costing me $10,000 to repair. $10,000. And people are like, well, you could have took it to the shop down the road. The problem was I wasn't home. So if the motor died on me again, I would have to pay someone else to fix the motor, which, let's say if I paid a cheap person to do it, it would have cost me like $5,000, maybe $6,000, then another $5,000 to $6,000, and I had to drive it all the way back home, which I am not in the position of trying to do that again, risking it to getting it way back home again if that was the case. So it's best that I just sell it as it is and move forward. Let me get into the comments, because I am rambling off like a madman. How's Hyro? That's like my number 3 question that I get. I have no idea. It has been, you probably watched a video recently that I was with Hyro, and it was probably like back in my history or whatever. And yeah, you probably watched a video, but you gotta understand, that video is literally, I think, like 4 years old. So that was like 4 years ago. At this rate, this guy could probably have a family of 6, and he's working like a psychologist. I don't even know, but I do know he left, and he's doing good, and that was the last I've heard. Sometimes no news is good news, so I have no idea how Hyro is doing, but I think he's all right. He's still alive, because I would know that. I know for sure. To pull over me and my wife to watch. Oh, really, Robin? Oh man, where were you guys headed? I'm saying this like I could get a direct answer and see it immediately, but I hope wherever you guys are going are to a cool place. Hey, Franco, sending lots of love from Florida. Oh my God, I can't wait to get back to Florida. I would be so excited. I would love to do the old lady cemetery over there too while I'm over there. I mean, I'm not going to be in Florida for long. I'm going to definitely say hi to my family, my mom and dad and my brother, my cousins. And then I got to head back out. Once I get the truck ready to rock and roll, I got to fly back out of there and start going into the States. And I'm going to do some adventuring. At first I was going to fly overseas, but I think I want to enjoy the homeland a little bit, and then I'll probably look into leaving again. Reason being is just I'm so tired of border patrol, or not border patrol, but immigrations, TSA, flying with all my stuff, and then having to get to an Airbnb to another Airbnb. It's just like, it tires you out so much. So I want to see how it is in state, where I don't have to worry about my 90 days for a little bit, you know? Frank, come to Montevideo, Uruguay before leaving this part of the map. There are a couple of amazing graveyards you might be able to explore. I've been hearing a lot about Uruguay, and I was actually going to be visiting Uruguay to kind of like, because it kind of like resets my passport, because I'm technically leaving the country. I might still check it out, because Uruguay is just a boat ride away. In fact, it's right up there, I think, and then I could be able to go towards Uruguay and check it out. I do have a Uruguay coin, which is going to be cool. I spelled that wrong. Oh, it's fine. Don't worry. Michelle, don't worry about that. Canada has lots of great places. Canada does. I think Angela was telling me about, you should do some, just try hiking in the forest out there, you know, or just try doing some, not hiking, but camping out. And just try camping, because that's a whole other world of creepiness that you haven't even tried yet. So I don't know. I did have some creepy experiences camping in the truck in native ground, where it was a native burial site, in the Great Smoky Mountains of Tennessee, and holy shit, did I have a bunch of creepy things that happened to me, like the truck shaking at night or something hitting the door, which I thought was like a bear, but it wasn't a bear. And I don't know, it sounded like there was people outside. I don't know, that it was weird. Something was hitting my truck with a stick or some sort of pole or something, but there was nothing outside, because when I would look, it was black, nothing, you know. But the glory, or not the glory, but the good news about the truck is that if I'm able to get this truck, right, which I'm going to be able to, I'm not going to have any issues with it, but once I get it, I want to rig night vision cameras all around the truck, so if I do decide to camp, whatever paranormal things that happen while I'm in the truck or whatever, I could probably record the whole thing, and also look at the external night vision cameras that'll have recording, and I could see whatever's going on around the outside of the truck, use it for content, you know, and show it, use it for a video or something, which, I don't know, I think that's going to be cool. I have a lot of ideas. I think like 50% gets pushed into fruition. You know how life is. So that's the goal plan of what I want to do. Abuelita's waiting for you. I would go back to, okay, so I would go back to that graveyard where the grandma cemetery is. Thing is that it's hard to record when there's people there, and I don't know if it's because of the videos or maybe people are just going in there to smoke or whatever, but whenever I'm in town, I have so much activity there that it screws me up from recording, or sometimes you'll get a car coming in and it just distracts me from the whole thing. And I don't know if they're just doing it to troll or they're just doing it because they're territorial or what. So I might be skipping the old lady cemetery, so that way nobody knows where I'm at, if they're there for me or for some other whatever. So that way I can have it to myself. I hate getting interrupted when I'm trying to. That's I don't know, it just depends. But I really hope nobody tries to because I don't even know what to do, let alone now I have a weapon. So it's just like, I don't know if my life is threatened. It's hard to tell because of the situation I'm in. I'm in the middle of the dark in a cemetery that's public for anyone to come in, and I don't know. And then a lot of people know me there, and I heard stories that YouTubers that would do that, certain people that are watching don't always have the best intent, but maybe that's my anxiety kicking in. Who knows? Let me fast forward to the front. Is it too windy? Oh man, I'm sorry. Here, I'll go behind something. I got you guys. I gotta see which way the wind is pointing so I know which building to hide behind. Let's see. Definitely coming from this area. Let's go this way. Didn't hear anything you said. Okay, I'm gonna say it again, but let me get out of the wind because I'm still in the line of fire. I'm gonna have to get a phone that has some dead cats on it. Wow, look at these buildings. Hold on, almost there. I'm going this way. Stand by. I know it's windy. I am working on it. And it should be cutting off right about, I think right about now. There we go. It is super windy. Okay, how's that? Is that better? Outside while sleeping. No, I'm not going to be sleeping. No, I'm not, definitely not going to be sleeping. Okay. So I'm not going to be sleeping. Usually when I record from the car, whatever the car sees, maybe I'll be outside investigating, or maybe I'll be having a talk about certain things, or having kind of like, all right, so right now I'm in this area, this is where I'm at, and this wind is gonna kill me. Guys, if you guys hear a lot of wind, I am so sorry. I can feel it coming, and I don't know how to avoid it. I'm in the dark here. All right, I'm gonna have to cup it. There we go. Are you doing? I think that'll work for now. I'm gonna have to try to cup it, see if this will work. But yeah, that's pretty much more or less what I'm planning on doing. Let's see if I can sit right here. There we go. Ooh, it is so windy. You guys are not even kidding. Someone said, what were my favorite horror movies? My favorite horror movies. Alright, so my favorite horror movie. I could talk about recent horror movies. If we're going to go to my all-time favorite horror movie, like old school, it's going to have to be Evil Dead. Evil Dead was one of my favorites. My recently favorite horror movie, believe it or not, I'm not too much into the Warrens. I mean, I do like The Conjuring. The Conjuring's good. But I don't know, I'm more of, I like horror that has a bit of a comedy to it. You know what I mean? That's a little bit funny. And Evil Dead there was another movie that came out, which was another Evil Dead. In fact, I think my favorite genre of horror movies, even now recently, would be Evil Dead. Those are my, definitely my favorite. It only took 2 seconds and I already have the protectors of the sidewalk. I don't want to say what they are because they would understand it. That's like a universal word if I say what they are. But I'm sure you guys know. Army of Darkness. Yes! That one. Oh my, it's the guy that cuts off his hand and he's holding a chainsaw. He's like, give me some sugar, baby. Like, I don't know what it is, but I love when you mix horror with a little bit of comedy. It's just fun because if you take out the comedy and you just put all seriousness, you know, it's like watching a Zach Bagans film. So you want to be able to put... I shouldn't have said that, but it's, you know, you want to have a little, be down to earth, you know, in real life. Sometimes there's going to be that guy that laughs, you know, or somebody that, and it sucks for me because this is why I like to work alone, because sometimes it's hard for me to take, I laugh at serious things, or sometimes I giggle at serious things, which is the worst thing I should possibly ever do. Like my grandmother's funeral, I should have never done it. And I love that woman because she was like my mom. I love my grandmother. But there was this one time that they were having a moment of silence. And I thought everybody would laugh because my grandmother was a jokester too, so she did it too. So I'm just throwing that out there. She did it too. But I was in a funeral, and my grandma had passed away, and it was a moment of silence. Everybody was quiet. It was such an intense moment, you know. Everybody was feeling it. Trust me, I was feeling it too. But then I thought maybe I could break this moment and make it more funnier and have a little bit of laughing, because I think if I died, I don't really want people, the president could show up to my funeral. I'm not going to notice. I'm dead, you know? And I won't be haunting my body. I'll probably be somewhere next to Saturn, flying towards Pluto and seeing what's on the far edges of the universe. I definitely don't want to be on the Earth. I've explored so much of it, I want to see what's outside. I might be following an Elon Musk's SpaceX rocket for all I know. Anyway, so it's a quiet moment. Everybody's inside this funeral home, and it's just super serious. And then I just decided to just do one sound, and it wasn't a farting sound, if that's what you're thinking. I just did. Like I was about to start laughing. I swear, I tried to keep a serious face, and I pulled it off. I kept a serious face, but everyone else started laughing, and we don't even know why we started laughing. It was just really funny, and that's something that my grandmother would have done. And yeah, life's too short. We're not going to make it out alive anyway, so you got to enjoy it. And have fun. Live in the moment, you know, regardless of how shitty sometimes life is. You're not going to make it out alive, so it doesn't really matter. Nothing really does matter. I sound like Jim Carrey now, but it's kind of true though at the same way, you know. Hey Franco, late like always. How are you? Don't worry, I am late too. I was supposed to start this a lot earlier. For you guys, it's a little bit earlier. For me, it's super late. Right now, it is registering at a whopping 12:37 at night. So it's kind of late for me too. Yep, I don't know, but they can be dangerous ones. Oh, am I still far in the comments here? Frank, I've missed you. Belinda, I missed you too. I was supposed to I'm doing a Patreon tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll have a Discord where we could all talk and you guys get to hear the inside loop on things here and there. Love from London. Oh my God. Can't wait. I want to see London. Jim Carrey, The Truman Show, everything artificial. Yeah, pretty much. And I love The Truman Show. Everything. There was like hidden cameras all over the place. Sometimes I feel like, I wouldn't say I feel like it, but I wouldn't be surprised if we end up doing a show where there's going to be a person that has no idea he's being recorded, and he's just living his life, and it's like a novella for everybody to watch. It's a shitty in the U.S. too. Wait, it's shit. Is it really? I heard the U.S. was doing a little bit better now. Actually, no, I lied. Someone on Patreon just recently told me that the prices are going sky high over there, which is going to suck because I hope not. But it can't be worse than Argentina. Argentina, I'm playing triple for whatever I decide to buy here. So I hope it's not. I hope it's not like I hope it's not like that because that would suck. It's like jumping out of the frying pan into the fire. Jesus. If you love Franco TV, consider joining the Patreon. It's awesome. Oh, thank you, Michelle. I do have a Patreon. It gets kind of crazy. It's fun. It's fun. I've lately it has been so freaking busy and chaotic for me, but I'm making time for tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be the Patreon, and then I got an awesome video coming out that I was working on yesterday. And also yesterday, I did this other video for my travel channel where I made access into the schoolhouse. And then I was supposed to go into this huge abandoned church thing, a huge abandoned church, but everything in it, and it was kept, well kept. And then right when the lady was like, all right, I have access so you could come inside, I passed out in the car and I missed it. And I wasn't able to record that, sadly. I wish I did, but I'm only human. I was so tired from driving. Bro, needed to hear those words, Frank. Thank you. It's true. It's true, though. Not even it's shitty. We got to learn and live it. Yeah. Your grocery prices suck, but Denver, the gas prices have dropped. I have moved here from Phoenix, so now I'm freezing my butt off. It's snowing. Are you in Florida? No, I'm not in Florida. I'm in Argentina, but I'm heading back. I'll be there soon. I'll be there before you know it. Time flies, trust me. But yeah, I'll be there not too long from now. Oh my God, I made it to alive. Hi, hello, Katrina. I hope I said it right. Are you going to visit Georgia's tomb again in Area 51? I don't know if I'll be going to Georgia. I know I have to stop through Georgia because when I leave the United States, you always have to cross through Georgia. There is a cemetery that I have to sleep at there. Yes, I do sleep in graveyards. Like, I park my car in them, and I'll usually pass out and probably wake up the next day with the cops knocking on my window, which happens more often than not. But believe it or not, it's actually very safe. And if you're in a car that looks like a cop car, sometimes they don't even knock because they think you're a cop. And I'm not impersonating because I'm not giving off that, but it just looks like it. Like, I would think it's a cop car. You know what I mean? So sometimes you get away with it. Frank, do you come to Canada at all? I've never been to Canada before, but now that I have some friends and people to meet up there to say hi, I am considering Canada. The only hard part is I travel with a lot of guns. So I have a lot of weapons on me only because I carry a lot of equipment in the car. And it could be dangerous for me to be traveling, sleeping in a truck full of stuff that I could just easily get robbed out of. So it's always good to have armed and be strapped. The problem with Canada is that your guys' laws are so strict, especially for weapons. They are not friendly when it comes to guns. At least not yet. Hopefully one day they will be. But as of this point, they're not. They're not friendly at all when it comes to that. And if I'm seen going through there with a weapon or anything, I will be arrested on the spot, even trying to cross the border. But I do intend on visiting. I'm going to have to drop off my guns to another friend somehow in a state that may not be so gun friendly either. So I got to read up on the laws on that. It's like, Jesus, I wish we could all just come to a neutral understanding that guns, not everyone should have them, but the good people should, at least. But yeah, because in reality, I need to have them. Because I almost got robbed in the truck like 8 times, and I've been shot at multiple times, more than once, and I don't think anyone should ever have to go through that, but I did. Sorry if it's windy. Is it still windy for you guys? I joined in a little late tonight. No, it's all good, Belinda. Don't worry. How do we join your Discord? That is a good question. I'm gonna forward to the front here. I'm gonna come this way. There we go. Okay, so in order to join Discord, you would first need to join Patreon. Once you get into the Patreon, I have links that I always post every 2 to 3 days when I start a Discord live, but it also gives you access to the Discord community where everybody from Patreon and Discord are in there, and I usually talk about things that I don't talk publicly about. It's nothing dirty or anything. Just, background things that not, it wouldn't be socially acceptable to really talk about. Just things that you guys would never think about. So I'm like, wow, I didn't even know that. God. Damn it. I'm sorry, but it's so friggin' windy right now. I wanted to go that way. Let's just go this way. How many steps have I done? Oh, I'm already into the next day because it's 12 o'clock. That's sketchy. There we go. But yeah, once you get into Patreon, in fact, you could direct message me on Patreon, and I always respond back to everybody there. It may take me a day or two, but you could ask the Patreon members and everybody that's on there, ask me whatever you like, questions, and I respond, and then I do lives. I'm sorry. I'm trying to block you guys from the wind as much as possible, and it's not easy. Here, I'm gonna keep the phone this way so you're not looking at my nipples, but I have to keep you close to my shirt so that way you don't get no wind. Have you seen? Oh yeah, and I also play games. I play horror games, or I play Arma a lot. By the way, if you guys are interested, check out Arma. It's a game that I play on the PC. You might have a beefy computer to do it, but if you do, I play this one server called Chaotic Zone. Every now and then I'm on, so if you ever jump on, you might see me on there, and we could just probably shoot people. I like to hunt people down and shoot from time to time. There we go. That's much better. Let me see. Oh, thank you, Michelle. Oh, wow, thank you. I didn't even know you can do that. I just now realized that. Where did you grow up? I grew up I was born in Brooklyn, New York. Then I was brought down, handed by the gods, to Florida. Now my family just went down to Florida. Grew up in Orlando, and then always wanted to get the hell out of Orlando. And then I did, eventually. And after I left Orlando, I started adventuring like crazy, and then I just grew up adventuring. What I do now, I did for free. My whole life, just adventuring. You could ask all my personal friends. I was always doing adventures, checking out places. My God, that is cool. I would love to play a game on a TV like that. I'm missing it so much. All I have is this little system, which I'm grateful for, but I would love to connect it to a big TV. This is, by the way, this is like the really rich area of Buenos Aires. I keep forgetting what this place is called, but here you find Ferraris driving through there, which I don't know how they paid for the imports. Okay, I thought I heard somebody call me. I just heard Frank. Okay, woo, that is super windy. Damn. All right, let's go back. Sorry. I cannot believe I'm having a battle here with the wind. If I leave this area, the wind will annihilate me. There we go. Where are you located at, bro? I don't really have a location, and I really wouldn't share that information, but I really don't even have a location. I'm always traveling from left to right. Like right now I'm here, tomorrow I'm somewhere else, or in the next 15 minutes I'm going back to another area. What about 3 favorite songs? Oh my God, I love music. Who's asking these questions? I like these questions. These are my favorite questions to be asked. Albert Einstein is asking these questions. Brussel. I don't know. I think that's a picture of Albert Einstein. If it isn't, I'm not trying to offend you. I just see the white mustache with the hair. As far as music, lately I've been liking a lot of liminal space music. I don't know if you ever heard of liminal space or liminal spaces, but it's like weird. How do you explain liminal space music? I don't know what it is. I'm in a weird moment where I'm just listening to weird stuff. But liminal space music, I like Red Dead Redemption, there's like this cool song from Red Dead, That's the Way It Is, which is a good song. I like a lot of music that makes me think, you know, just to get by when I'm driving a lot. So that I like a lot. Yeah, Resident Evil games are definitely top tier. Oh yeah, 100%. I actually like Resident Evil, and they're coming out with a really good game soon that I want to play. I don't even know if you've heard, but there's this Silent Hill, but like the old school Silent Hill. They had like this weird, creepy music that I actually liked, where it was liminal spacey, kind of, before liminal space was even a genre. And I like that. I can't. I'm not even gonna try it, but yeah. Maybe I'll show it to you if you. I usually show my music sometimes on Patreon. Let me go back to the front. I'm way down there. I like lo-fi. Oh, lo-fi is really good. Lo-fi. I keep saying lo-fi, but lo-fi music. When I work and no words, I love lo-fi. Lo-fi is really good too as well. I've been listening to a lot of Alan Watts too. Big fan of Alan Watts. If you haven't heard him, I don't blame you. This guy's a handful of dust because he died years ago. This guy died a long time ago, but I love Alan Watts and like just his philosophy on things. And it's weird because I don't really consider myself a certain particular thing. My mind is always changing, just like the clouds in the air. But my philosophy, which is more of a philosophy, not a religion or whatever, I'm just saying it's a philosophy, kind of matches a little bit of Buddhism, which is weird. I never thought I would say that, but it's just, Buddhism is like just kind of like a lifestyle. It's not really a religion or anything. It's completely different from that. Even though people would think Buddhism is a religion, it's just like a, I don't know, it's weird. I don't know if you noticed, but Star Wars has used a lot of Buddhism innuendos in Star Wars. So it's just kind of like a philosophy type of thing. Do you have a new video? Yes, tomorrow I'll be having a new video out. So that one I'll be definitely uploading for you guys first thing tomorrow. Hey Franco, hello Chica, how are you? I remember you. Do you have a new video? Yes, tomorrow I'll have a new video. Shout out please. Of course, Kevin. I thought you were going to trick me with that one because sometimes I'll say a name and it's subliminal. But I'll say shout out to you, Kevin, 4502. Wait. Oh, yeah, there you go. 4502, Kevin. Let me see. Okay, now if you could choose a song as a theme song, which song would you choose? Bro, I am loving your questions. As my own personal theme song. I got the perfect song, and I bet you nobody's ever heard of it before. But this song, I love it. Gives me goosebumps. And I've been listening to it for years, and I still listen to it. It's called, all you have to do is type in, and this isn't liminal space, believe it or not, it isn't. But if you're saying that question, see, it's different now. It's called, in the daytime we're dead, but at night we live. I love it. Even the name of the song itself is perfect. In the daytime we're dead, but at night we live. I don't remember the band who sings it. I just love that particular song. And another song too would be The Divided, but it's the soundtrack from the movie The Divided. It's not really a, well, I'm sure a band made it, but I don't even know who they are. But there's this one song by The Divided that goes, there was a line from it, it's called Running After My Fate, which is weird, but the song is so cool because it sounds post-apocalyptic, and I've been to, I don't know, I don't know, maybe subconsciously I could relate to it, but yeah, at night we live, the daytime we're dead, at night we live, and that one, Running After My Fate, is a good one. How are you, brother? I'm doing good, man. I'm alive, I'm living well, getting ready to leave Argentina, which I'm excited for. I can't wait for a new experience. You know, I like Argentina. It's beautiful here. That's one thing for sure. Argentina is, oh, I almost dropped you guys. Argentina is one hell of a beautiful country. I just get bored and tired of things quickly, so I have to travel to keep myself sane, you know. I wish you do more voice box spirits interaction during your adventures. I actually did. This last video that I'm posting, I did it as well. And I got in contact with something weird. And it's weird because sometimes I'm very skeptical at who and what I get in contact with, because when you involve electronics into paranormal, it's a hit or miss because you don't know if it's accurate. You don't know if it's all fluff. But sometimes, and I always say this in my videos, sometimes you get responses that match the moment so perfect. It's like, damn, I feel like I'm talking to someone right now, you know? So I don't know, but I'm always skeptical about it to this day. And I think you guys should be too. Be skeptical of anything, especially now, because how the internet is. That's just how it is. But yeah, let me see. Yeah, I saw that in your last video, the pre-spirit. I was having fun with the pre-spirit, but I don't know, he was getting sexual. He was doing some weird stuff. But the pre-spirit would say, it was weird. I don't know what it was like, bro, you really picked a freaking career, man. But I mean, yeah, you're not really giving the profile a good name or a good look. I have a little bit of allergies, so my throat's a little sore. Where would you like to travel for a place of work? Where would I like to travel to for a place of work? If I could travel anywhere right now, it would be Pripyat, Ukraine. Right where the nuclear bomb thing, or not the nuclear bomb, but the nuclear explosion happened there, that whole city, that whole area, that place I would love to just be there for about 3 months where I could just focus on work, adventure, exploration, have my nice little campsite there. I would pay rent. I would pay $1,000 of rent every month if I could just stay in Pripyat and do my job there. That place would be my 100% favorite. There's people that are called stalkers that run through that area, and they're adventurers that sneak into the property and they live, and I want to meet the stalkers. I always wanted to be considered, okay, not a stalker like the American term of a stalker, but over there a stalker is someone who stalks into the land of Pripyat. And once you trespass and lived in Chernobyl, which is the exclusion zone, you're considered what is called a stalker. And I always thought that was a cool title, just those are stalkers out there, you know what I mean? But yeah, that was something that I really would like to do. Not be a stalker in real life, that would be kind of creepy. But yeah, stalker for that's kind of cool. I played a lot of Stalker 2, the game, so it matched. Thank you, Michelle. 8-inch. Oh, you know what's another good song too? Sorry for the music, the wind. Is VNV or VHV or VNV Illusions. Please don't go. I want you to stay. I like the piano in there, but VHD or something. VHD Illusions. That one you guys might know of, but it's also kind of an old song. From some of your videos, you've been. I don't know what that says. WYLN. I think you're trying to say lying. From some of your videos, you've been lying. Please tell me. Enlighten me, son. Tell me what I lie about, and I will show you how absurd that is. Or whilin. Whilin. I think you know. In fact, I think you're wrong. I don't think you're saying lying. I think you're saying whilin. What the hell does whilin mean? On top, you do these shits solo. Oh, okay. It's a compliment. Dude, you threw me. Oh no, what did I just do? Bro, I thought I just blocked you by accident. I don't even know what I just did. I pressed one button to another. Yes, I do them solo. Well, I had 2 people last time, which was Angelo and Frank, they were hilarious. That was actually fun. And you guys kept saying they kept drinking a lot. I'm like, why did I get so many comments of you guys drinking alcohol? Then I went to visit them, and then I realized, holy shit, you guys drink a lot. I can't drink that much, man. They got a stomach and a half. I could probably take 1 sip, and I'm like, I'm done. I don't really drink too much. But that was fun. I'm not going to lie. I felt I had a lot of fun with them because it was funny. I got people I was able to talk to for a little bit, and that's very random. But yes, literally 99% of all my videos, I'm solo. That's how I like to do it. It's easier that way. I can focus better, and I get better results when I'm by myself. So I always try to resort to just being alone. It's better. Do you know the Sylvester Stallone? Yes, I do know Sylvester Stallone as the actor. Hey, Tony, how you doing, man? You talking to me, baby? Or something like that. He has like a weird kind of slang with a lower lip. I don't know. Something like that. Tomorrow or something like that. Wow, liminal space music is cool. Thanks, never heard of it before. Yeah, I have. It's weird. Now turn off your lights in your room and listen to it. and pretend you're in an abandoned mall with lights on. Really trippy, weird stuff, but I like it. Man, have someone to come as backup. Man, have someone to come as... You have to understand, with this job, you can't really... It's hard to meet people unless it's like in the YouTube thing, but it's not like I could just be like, hey, you, come with me. We're going to travel the world, leave your family behind, and just let go and get on this pirate ship with me and let's go adventure. It's very difficult. It just doesn't, it's not realistic for a lot of people, you know, especially if that person has family, friends. You have to abandon everything. So don't get me wrong, this job, or it's not a job, it's just, to me, it's a lifestyle. It comes with a sacrifice from hell. You know, you have to leave everything behind. It's an amazing sacrifice for some, like myself, you know, willing to do it. But it also comes as as an extraordinary sacrifice where it's a whole change of a lifestyle. And if you're not used to it, there is going to be days that you're not going to be feeling yourself. There's going to be challenging days where you walk this road alone for a long time and you end up discovering yourself. And I feel like with this whole adventure, I've learned so much about myself, where I'm still learning about myself, about the mind, how you think, how you're literally in charge of, you're not your thoughts. I don't know if you guys have what's called an internal dialogue in your head, where you hear voices in your head, not like in a crazy term, but more like an internal dialogue. Not many people have them, but a majority of people do have them. At least from what I ask, people say that they have them. And so basically, it asks me how I'm doing, what I should do, you know, how to think, how to feel about certain things. Should I be upset about this? Should I be happy about this? And just recently I realized that that internal dialogue isn't me. It is just bubbles, thought bubbles, like a rock dropping into a pond. You got all these bubbles popping up. And sometimes it likes to, you know, it confuses, like it's you talking to yourself, but it isn't. It's just a natural process that happens inside your mind that naturally happens, and you can't cling to these thoughts because they're not you. They're just things to think about. And again, I'm not Buddhist, but I like a lot of the Buddhist ways of thinking. Well, I have a Buddhist kind of theology, but not a religion thing, because my mom freaks out. She thinks I'm like, why are you Buddhist? You're supposed to be Christian. And I'm like, Mom, relax. I just like to explore outside the walls of Christianity. But this is not even a religion. It's just a way of thinking. So done with that. The Buddhist people would call the mind a monkey that's jumping on tree branches, jumping from branch to branch, and those branches represents thoughts, you know? And the goal isn't to try to calm the monkey or stop it from jumping. It's in its natural habitat to jump from branch to branch, which comes out with all these thoughts. And so the idea is to realize that no matter what that branch or what that monkey jumps on, whatever branch it jumps onto, whatever it could be that you think about, don't cling to the idea. It's not you. It's just a thought. It doesn't mean it's true. It doesn't mean it's wrong. It doesn't mean anything. It's just a thought. And that's all it ever really is. The thoughts are good, though, to helping to be creative, what's best and safe for your life or whatever. But don't cling to the thoughts and think anything more of what it actually is, because then you throw yourself off and then you get into a depression. You could get angry. Road rage stems from just thoughts. You know what I mean? You don't think about it because you identify yourself as your thoughts, you know? So, I don't know. I thought about that and I was kind of like mind blown. I'm like, holy shit, you know? I was listening to an Alan Watts lecture thing and I completely related to it. I completely understood it, you know? And it is known to those who know it. Oh, no. It's known to those who know it not. And for those who know it not, know it. That's a weird one, but it's a trippy thing. I'm done with it. I'm not talking about this because this has nothing to do with what I do on YouTube, and I don't think you guys care about this kind of stuff. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Some of you probably would, but I don't want to, because my mom, I don't know, family, friends will be like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I don't know. I lost my mind. Let me scroll to the front so I'm back on topic. Exactly, we're not our thoughts. That's straw man shit. Dude, listen, man, I'm just like you guys. I'm trying to find my way in life and follow that road, you know? We're all walking that long road. Every one of us. In our own different way. Just because I'm traveling is no different from you guys. So, if anyone wants an amazing haunted place, Google St. Kevin's Hospital. I think I've probably heard of St. Kevin. Trying to see what this arrow... Oh, okay, there we go. Man, I went way down here. Hold on. Let me scroll up just a little bit. What is your zodiac sign? I don't follow the zodiac signs too much, but I'm an Aquarius, so I'm like a water Pokemon. Oh no, not even water. An airbender. I'm air. Like a leaf blowing into the wind. I like hearing about it. Hello, Frank. Hello, how are you? Linda. Or Lydia. Frank, you're looking slim, and is that intentional or because of what you're doing or experiencing? Oh, I lost weight? Thank you. I appreciate that. I wish people would tell me that more often. I probably lost weight because I haven't stopped working. I've just been running. Like right now, look, if I were to show you how much steps I've done today, here, I'll see if I could put it onto my watch. Oh, it's not going to tell me because it's 12 o'clock. I could show it to you before 12 o'clock. But I think I did about 15,000 steps between, yeah, today. Well, not today, but yesterday, because it's 12 o'clock for me. But yeah, I've just been working a lot, drink a lot of water. Sometimes I slip in an energy drink here and there because I like to be naughty. And yeah, not sleeping. I don't sleep at all. That's why you see these big eye bags under my eyes, because I don't sleep. I'm stuck thinking at night, you know? And I had some creepy things happen. My door opened up in my room by itself 2 times while I was playing a game. And I wasn't recording it because I don't record when I'm in my house. That's my, you know, relaxed time. But I was playing a video game, and this is where it happens, where sometimes when you mess with things on the outside spiritual realm and you go back to your realm, sometimes things follow you to your place, you know? And so I'm sitting playing video games, and I kid you not, doorknob moved and just completely opened up. I jumped up in the air thinking, I didn't remember bringing a girl home, you know? And so I jump up, darkness, nothing. And I look around the house, I'm like, oh shit, that was creepy. I went back to the bed and took it like, maybe it's just air pressure, you know, maybe it's nothing. Started playing some video games, put my headset on. When I turned around me, the door was open. I didn't even hear it open, but to think that something was in my room watching me from behind, probably looking at my big Latina booty. Did I say Latina? Latino booty. And I didn't even know it was there. Not even a common courtesy to give me a massage. But that's where you get friends that try to visit you from the other world that you don't even know who they are. You know? Could it have been my grandmother to return the favor for laughing at her funeral? Probably. Or it could be my grandfather, Felipe. Oh my God, how long have I been with no sound? Damn, I just told you guys all my secrets and you guys just missed it. That was it. I told you every single last thing, even about my secret birthmark. I am so sorry. What was the last thing you guys remember hearing? God. 10 minutes with no sound? And I still have people watching? I feel so stupid. Why is that even an option to mute myself? And it's right there next to I'm holding the phone up, so it's right next to the mute. Man, do you know how much of a conversation I just freaking had with myself just now? I just realized something too, all by myself, just looking at a camera at myself. So stupid. I can't believe I just did that. I don't even know what to say. Moving forward, forget whatever. I just said thank you. That was God just looking back at me. He's like, you see, every time you think you know something, I'm just going to mute your microphone. So anyway, how about them Yankees? I can't believe I just muted the mic for like 10 minutes. Thank you for watching me freaking look like a silent movie for like 20 minutes. That's probably what you saw. It's like, damn, Frank does not shut the hell up. He just keeps going. He's like a freaking Honda. You just turned it on. Womp, 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 womp. All right, I'm done. About my grandfather, there's no freaking way. No one decided to put in the comments that my mic was off, or did I not bother to look? Frank, yesterday I saw a Paranormal Live of Josh. Was it good? I hope it was good. Last time I saw a video of Josh, he was cursing somebody out. So I hope that man is doing good. I can't wait to visit him though. Yeah, realistically it was like 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, well still, it doesn't matter. It probably wasn't important. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Watch me turn it on again. You didn't look. Yeah, I didn't look. You never look. That's a lie. Every time I always read, yeah, maybe I don't. Maybe I might have missed it. You're good, bro. Tell us about a book you couldn't put down. A book that I couldn't put down. Bro, I love your questions, dude. Holy crap. I wish I could give you a like. A book that I never put down is The Way of a Peaceful Warrior by Philip something, I think. If not, it's just The Way of a Peaceful Warrior. It's about a gymnastic guy that gets paralyzed, meets this guy named Socrates, and it's an amazing book. But yeah, Way of a Peaceful Warrior. Now it's an amazing book. Yeah, it was an excellent mansion in Iowa. I might have been there. I think I did a video there then. Stephen King, you turned ninja on us. How did I turn ninja? The thumbnail of this live should be the look on your face when you realize you were muted. Bro, I started seeing there was no mic and I thought people were trolling. I'm like, yeah, I just said so much. How is there going to be no mic on? Nope, you weren't kidding. Frank, you need to look at the comments more. Yeah, I do. It's just I was so into the stupid conversation with myself. Well, that's how I feel like when I make a video. I start talking, and I'm just talking to myself. All right, I think the wind's calmed down a little bit. It is currently, oh my God, you know how strong the wind is right now? 10.3 mile per hour winds. Right now, can I walk in through here? This place looks cool. I don't know if I can. And that should be a place. You know what? Let's walk in through here. It's so windy. Shit. I'm sorry, guys. It is super windy where I'm at. Frank, have you played any of the Fatal Frame games? Oh my God, dude. Are you saying that because of the theme music that I put on my videos? I grew up with Fatal Frame. Fatal Frame is by far one of my favorite games, and it's Fatal Frame 2, The Crimson Butterfly. But it's the director's cut version where you're able to see first-person view, not the third-person view, the first-person view. That is such a horrifying game, and I think that's what got me into ghosts and creepy stuff, because you're walking with a camera and you could hear like voices going on. It's just like, bro, the game is such a good game. They need to remaster that game, but remaster it in second person view. You know what I'm saying? Watch me be muted again. I swear to God, if I'm muted, I'm just kidding. I had to check one more time, but now I'm scared to talk because I feel like I'm gonna mute myself. Have a great night, everyone. Frank, stay safe. Bye, Michelle. Have a good one. Take it easy. What is your favorite game of all time? My favorite game of all time would have to be the most hours I've played for some reason, but I guess I enjoyed this game a lot years ago, was Grand Theft Auto. I think it was Grand Theft Auto 5 with Trevor and all that. But my favorite game would have to be the games that I play with VR. Actually, no, I'm lying. My favorite game, I already know what it is Arma Reforge. As of right now, my favorite game is Arma Reforge. I like to roleplay. I meet a lot of people. I do a lot of dumb shit. And it's funny because everybody thought I was a black Nigerian warlord. Or not a warlord, just a black Nigerian. I don't really have to say the color. I could just say Nigerian. I think it's self-explanatory. But I was a Nigerian with an accent, and I loved I think I had so much fun playing as a Nigerian that even to this day, people are upset with me when they found out that I wasn't Nigerian, and they truly believed I was Nigerian. And it's a side of my life that you guys probably never seen before. Maybe one day I'll show it. I have no idea. You might even see it on Patreon, because Patreon, I do it a lot. I think you guys have seen it, but out here you guys haven't. I know it's very weird and awkward. It's like, wait, what? You are doing? It's like, dude, I have problems. I'm gonna admit it. I have. Who doesn't? That's one of my problems, but it's slightly a fun problem to have. Where I play as a Nigerian. I feel so cool when I do that. I even shoot better for some reason. I don't even know why. It just comes with the character. It just comes with the character. GTA on PS1. No, I played GTA on the PC. So I was playing with max graphics. That was like my favorite. Argentina. He's in Argentina. Yes, I'm in Argentina right now. Not for too long. I'll be leaving soon. Dead Space is a really good one, actually. I played the remastered version too. Dead Space is horrifying, and I loved it. I love that game too. That game is actually one of my. I can't say I have one specific favorite. I have multiple favorite games. Dead Space is one of them. Just a black Nigerian. Yeah, it was just a black Nigerian. That was me, Umbaka. You should see the picture I put for my Steam profile. It's a Nigerian soldier with a gun. They swear I'm a soldier from Nigeria. I'm so happy I've discovered you guys are the best paranormal. Cheers. I've discovered you guys. Unless I mean, that's news to me. I think you mean are you happy you discovered my channel like me? Or, oh wait, you're probably talking about Frank and Angelo? Because I'm by myself. So I don't know unless you're talking about Umbaku, which is the Nigerian soldier guy that I was talking about. That's my online name, is Umbaku. That's my side job. It's not even a job. I don't even get paid for it. I just enjoy doing it. What up, my brother from Detroit? What's going on, Jay? How have you been, man? Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. Yes, Nemesis is good. Is that the one that you start off in Raccoon City? And you have to make your way, getting away from the zombies. My favorite's always the first level. And then, yeah, or the one that you're in a haunted house. Or it's like, yeah, it's a haunted house where you have to do the secret stuff with the piano. And then the dogs come in, you see your first zombie. That was really creepy. That was a good one, too. Donkey Kong or Duke Nukem? Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. I love Donkey Kong. I would say Donkey Kong. Duke Nukem was cool. Duke Nukem was like a guy game, which is cool. I liked it. It ended so quick and there was not much of a series, but Donkey Kong, for some reason, sticks with me more, so I would pick Donkey Kong. I'm playing Arma right now. Well, listen, if you're playing, it's Arma Reforge. There's Arma 1, Arma 2, Arma 3. You have to download Arma Reforge and go to the Chaotic Zone. Or Days, it's just type in Chaotic Zone. Look for a server that's called Chaotic Zone. And that's the one that I'm in. So, yeah. I'm playing Armor right now. Said hi. Hilarious. Love it. Do your Nigerian voice. You guys are going to get me canceled. I don't know if I can do this live. I did it before. And I've done it on a video one time. So what am I talking about? Stop being such a hypocrite. You guys are turning me on with this. You don't know I'm slightly into this. Oh, look at that. I must be pissing somebody off. They closed the curtains. You put up quite a show. Really had me going. They're like, stop it, Frank. Stop talking. Well, that's stupid. Why would you close the curtains? Am I probably going to get told not to lean on the glass, but this is the only place where there's no wind. You're super solid. Love the dead space. Nice if you could physically turn into my folklore creature, which would you choose? Wait, what? Nice if you could physically turn into any folklore creature, what would you choose? Folklore creature, which one would I choose? If I could be anything, I would be... Oh, they just opened it back up again. Okay. What the fuck? I don't know if they're watching me from the cameras or what, but they just opened it back up again. I would probably be Umbaku. I would love to be a Nigerian soldier. I don't know why, but I don't know what it is. It's just, I'm just so good at it. I don't know why. I don't think that's a folklore creature, but if I could pick a I don't know, a unicorn? Jesus Christ. I don't know. That's a tough one, because I never thought about being nothing else but myself. Jesus. No, let me not say that. That would get me in trouble. That was a joke. That's like, what mythical creature would you be? Jesus. Can you imagine I said that in church or something? I don't know. I don't know what I would be. Shrek? Jesus Christ. He's got a pretty chill lifestyle, though, by the way. I could see me pulling off Shrek. Mucho Bunny? Skinwalker? I like the idea of a skinwalker. I just turn into a freaking pig running through the field or something. It's so funny because I just got a message by Francesco. He is so funny, that guy, Francesco. Love your channel. You're awesome. Oh, thank you, Mary. I appreciate that. I have a lot to learn, but thank you so much. Hello. How are you? Happy New Year's and your family. I'm doing good. Happy New Year's, and my family is doing wonderful. They're not complaining. I wanted to give you guys a creepy place today to do, like, when I do my lives, I want them to be in scary locations, right? But because I have no car, I'm kind of limited to what I could do. And when I do a live at a creepy place, it's because I rented a car to do a video, which sometimes I don't like to spoil it on a live, or sometimes I do both. But yes, that's pretty much it. Someone said blubber. I like that one. And you're banned. No, I'm just kidding. There's this one guy that does that. It's like, make fun of me again and you're out. Bewitched or I Dream of Jeannie? Ooh, man, you're going. That's. See, I'm a guy, so I'm gonna be like, well, which one was cuter? I don't know. I never really watched. And if you're talking about Bewitched, I'm talking about the only one that I seen were the ones that were like barely in color. I don't even remember I Dream of. No, I think I remember I Dream of Jeannie, but not Bewitched. I don't know. I don't know which one I would pick. Okay, fine. I'll just pick one. I Dream of Jeannie, because that's what I remember. Sonic the Hedgehog. You're a jerk. It's because the hair. I can't pull it down. It's too windy. And the cops just showed up. But not for me. Thank God. Which of the country would you've stayed is your favorite? So far, it would be Peru. 100% Peru. Argentina's beautiful, but once you get past the prettiness, it is boring. And it's hard to live here because I can't buy anything. I mean, I could buy stuff. Like, they have ferias where you could buy everything. By the way, there's this girl I met. She's a fan that I met in a feria, and her name is Martha. Or Martha. If you're watching, Martha, hi. I hope you enjoy it. She lives in she lives in Argentina. And yeah, so yeah, I promised I would say hi. So I don't know. I hope they see it. But what was I gonna say? You could buy things from the feria, which are nice, but when it just comes to electronics, because the thing is, I have a lot of cameras and equipment, my batteries that I need to get fixed, my thermal camera's starting to break, my a lot of things are starting to break, and I can't fix them because I can't buy anything, ship them here or whatever. So the customs they're just a pain in the ass. So Peru is a lot easier. Chile is also easier, but more expensive in Chile. Like to buy like things over there, like to rent a hotel over there in Chile, it's super expensive. But yeah, it would be Peru. Street Fighter, Super Net. Oh, okay, I'm gonna go to the very down here. The show Alf of Dinosaur, or just had to wait. What the show? I don't know any of those. I never watched that. Peru has some strange pictures inscribed on the land, like Spaceman. Yes, that's the Nazca lines. That's where I'm going to be going. So that I'm excited for. I'm going to show you guys all of Nazca. You guys are going to love it. I'm going to spend, if I could rent a car for 3 days, I would literally spend 3 days sleeping in the desert in the car just to get the best content out there. And I'll be at the Nazca lines at night, which is, you're not supposed to, but I have access because in Peru anything can be bought as far as like bribery and, you know, crooked cops, which they're everywhere. So with that, I could record anything. So it's just, I could probably get access into the Peru's White House. Maybe. I know KSI did it, or Speed. He literally went into the president's house and became the president or the governor or whatever. One of the two. Cool if your personality came with a warning label, what would it say? If my personality came with a warning label, what would it say? Made in China. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't know. Jesus, that's such made in China. I would say that just for theatrical, to make it funny. It's so funny because I'm seeing all these comments. I keep reading yours. If you had to pick a place live permanently, where would that be? If you had to pick a place to, I don't know, live permanently, where would that be? I couldn't stay at a place permanently, even if it was beautiful. Hell, I could float around and never have to walk again. I would still, I have to adventure. It's in my DNA. I wouldn't pick anywhere. I have to leave after a certain time so I could travel. But if it would be permanently, okay, it would probably be close to it would probably be at home. As much as I hate Florida, it would probably be there because my family's there. And happiness is only true when shared. So that's why I would pick that. Can't wait for your next adventure. Come on, spoil something to us. What is that? Okay, for reference, I was there till sundown, till sunup, which you're going to see the sun come up while I was doing this video because I was there all night. 2. Oh, fuck. I missed this thing. Get that. 2, this guy just came out of nowhere, scared the shit out of me. He literally came from this wall right in front of me. Just popped right out of there. Boom. Gave me this look, too. It was like, don't be scared. I'm looking for the skinwalker. I forgot the question you just asked me. Okay, when you're going to Peru? In a couple of months. I'll be at Chile first and then Peru. Do not feed after midnight would be mine. That's a good one. Don't feed after midnight. That's actually really good. Don't eat at night because you'll get fat. Like, trust me, you'll get fat. I used to, and try to do exercise. Don't drive for hours. I know you were talking about the warning label, and my brain is just going on with that, but it would say the man of steel. Oh my God, you're talking about the balls. Jesus Christ. They're not even that. I'm not even going to describe how my balls look, but I know what you're referring to. We're moving forward from that. I have my freaking aunt. It's like, JR, why is everybody talking about your balls? I'm like, Mom, yeah, I don't. It's the internet. Yeah, I don't know what to tell her. I don't know, drugs. Thank you, Ruben Weiss. I appreciate that. The man, the myth, the legend. That's the motto you got. I guess I'm still alive for now. We'll see how long. Have you played Phasmophobia since the last update with the new ghost? I played Phasmophobia, but not with the new update. Phasmophobia is a cool game. But I feel like when I play the game with people, they take paranormal so seriously, where it's just like, you got the K2 meter? Okay, put the K2 meter around. We got to find hair. Did you find hair? It's like a scavenger hunt. And I like to kind of like, you know, get into it a little bit, make it funny. I just couldn't have a sense, I don't know, I just couldn't have a sense of humor. Everybody was so serious on Phasmophobia. You would think, you know, but whatever. And it's funny because I go on that game, which is all about ghost hunting. I'm like, guys, I've never done this before. I don't know what I'm doing. Guide me. And I'm like, okay, so what you need to do is a K2 meter. Do you know what that is? No. I've never heard of one before. What does it do? Does it vibrate? You know, so I just play stupid. But anyway, what happened to the hat and the hat light? Well, I decided to have hair. And I want to enjoy my hair. I sound super gay the way I'm saying this. I decided to have hair. And I like to just, you know, I liked the hat. But the problem with the thing is that, one thing for sure, the hats were getting super expensive because I have, especially in Florida, I have a sweating problem where I sweat, and I destroyed the hats completely. Every freaking hat, even my Franco TV hat that I loved, got destroyed because of just heat, sweat. Sometimes I put it on the hood of the car or whatever, and the sun would just destroy it. And then I was just like, you know what? I'm taking off the hat. I'm done with hats. And then I don't even wear hats anymore. And I still have the light, but I don't use it on the hat. I don't even use it. I have the light. Maybe one day I'll use it, but not today. I don't want to use the hat anymore. They're not steel, they're brass. Surprise, plot twist. They're actually aluminum. The more sensitive they get, depending on my environment. So if like there's a lot of tall freaking dudes and I feel insecure about myself, then they won't even be plastic. They would be like wet bread inside of a bowl. Yeah, wet bread. At this point, they're so wet and soggy, like, this is sounding weird. I was gonna make it funny, but the balls fall out. But I'm done. Moving forward, it's late at night. You can't handle playing that game with others. Yeah, it's just weird. I don't know. I just want to make fun of it. I want to have fun. It's just weird. I like making fun of what I do. And I do it all the time. I always make fun of it. I love what I do. It's the best job in the world. But in no way, shape, or form do I have an ego towards it, or I think of it like a title. To me, it's just it's a role that I play in this world called life. And I do not cling to it. I don't care. I mean, I love what I do, but I don't even have a respect for it. I just enjoy doing it. It's like a dancer, you know, a person that would dance. In fact, no, it's a music composer, like a person that plays the piano but follows the notes by the rules, right? A, B, C, D, E, F, D sharp, right? Well, for me, I don't like that. I just like to play. I don't like to play a song. I like to play, you know, and that's how I like it with the videos, you know. I don't paranormal investigate. I experience. You know what I mean? It just makes it more fun and easier. And then at the end of it, I'll joke around about it and not hold anything serious about it, because it's just, at the end of the day, it is what it is, and it's just, you know, it's fun. I love it. Sometimes you get weird shit, but it's fun, you know. You're the best content maker in history, YouTube Frank. I wouldn't even call it content. I would say like it's just my life experience. I'm happy that you guys enjoy my experience. There you go. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoy it. I enjoy it. It's fun, and I'm living my dream life, you know, and I'm glad you guys could be on board with me. No one on YouTube has the shit on your content. Oh, I'm sure there's, I mean, I've never had this happen to me, but I've seen people in their videos get thrown across the building. I've seen people get scratch marks from their titties all the way down to their toes. And I remember that one time, at one channel, there was like a table and there was just chairs, right? And then all of a sudden the chairs were stacked on top of the table. There's people that have some crazy weird stuff. I just go with the flow. I've never had that happen, but trust me, there's videos out there. I don't even know if you've watched these Arabic videos, but there's like these Arabic channel I've been watching where this one kid starts getting strangled, thrown up into the air. To be realistic, it's probably like a green, you know how people get in a green suit or whatever and put like After Effects and stuff. But I mean, I don't know. I've seen some crazy stuff. I think as far as, well, I don't know. Whatever you guys like to enjoy. I know the channel. I watch. I see them a lot. Sometimes it pops up, and I'm just like, come on. People got to be careful with that if you guys know what I'm talking about. Because if you have too much of that, it's going to screw up the whole genre. You got to just experience it. Have fun. Go out by yourself. But don't get me wrong. Sometimes people be doing it so creatively. It's like, holy shit. How the hell did they do that? I'm very skeptical as well. I'm just kind of, I'm going to be honest. I'm just like you guys. I'm just as skeptical. Trust me. But sometimes I'm just like, they're getting good now where it's just like, holy shit. It's like a freaking movie. Guy gets thrown across and he pulls out a knife, stabs the ghost. I didn't even know you could stab a ghost. But in Australia, you can stab a ghost apparently. Of course, Australia with knives. So those stab the ghost and yeah. It's scary by yourself. Depending on the environment. I'm more scared of people than I am of, you know, of anything paranormal. Because again, I've never really had anything harm me physically. But it's hard to tell if, you know, sometimes you go in and you might think it's a ghost and then you find out it's someone just living there or someone messing around. That's where it gets scary. Like, because now it's scary in a dangerous sense. But sometimes it gets scary because you're anticipating something to happen because you know you're not alone. Because there might be an entity around or whatever. Or you feel the presence or something. And you're in the most creepiest freaking place, so anything will set you off, you know? Which, get ready, because Peru's going to have a ton of that. And I cannot wait. I can't wait for Peru. I'm so freaking excited. Even though Peru is the most dangerous place to possibly go to right now. Well, no. Well, yeah, Peru's been getting very dangerous. I've been seeing a lot of killings all over Peru right now. The bandits over there are ridiculous. I could pay a guy $4, no, let's say $20 to have someone kaput. $20 is all it takes. So let that run through your mind for a little bit. Your life is worth $20, you know? This guy has nothing to lose, so what does he care, you know? And that is why people that have nothing to lose are the most dangerous ones, because they're capable of anything. And yeah, don't go. Oh, I'm going. I sound like Donald Trump right now. I'm gonna come. I don't know if you can. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have brought that up. But no, I just thought about it when I said that. Don't go. Oh, I'm gonna come. You know, I was meaning like go. Moving forward. Frank in Korea's FrankoTV in Korea Cemetery. Oh hell yeah! If I could get access to North Korea, were you even talking about North Korea or South Korea? Whatever, South and North. Kim Jong-il by my side. If I could get access to it, and it's not like a sign of disrespect where I could get sent to jail, like that one YouTuber guy, what's his name? What was his name? He went to jail because he was acting stupid for content, and he got his whole life taken away. Vitaly. I don't know if you guys know Vitaly, but he's a comedic. He's not really funny. He's an asshole for some reason. I don't know why he would do that. I think when you mess with people when they're just trying to do their jobs, and you're just bothering the hell out of them, to where you're just making fun of them, you're a dick. Like, you don't do that. You're a dumbass. Stop it. You know, that shit will piss me off. I can't stand that. But yeah, well, that's why now he's in jail for that for a long time. And he was like this big buff guy, which now he's skinny. But he deserves that. Like, what the hell were you thinking? But he was trying to do what Johnny Somali was trying to do, which is this other comedic, you know, YouTuber that was trying to be funny with the lives of the, you know, regular people working their 9 to 5. Which anyway, it's sometimes I see what people do on the internet, and it's just irritating because it's very easily to give YouTubers a bad name, and not everybody's like that. I know I'm not like that. I know there's a lot of people that aren't like that. You know, I would like this community to have a good name, you know. Huge question. When you're in the cemeteries and you see items they may have resembled as witchcraft, do you have to touch it? Might not be good. Oh, I do more than touch it. I even sniff it. And if it's really tempting, I'll lick it. No, I'm just... Listen. I don't want to go back into the philosophy stuff, which you guys didn't even have to hear it because I freaking mute myself like an idiot. But when it comes to demonic energy, the most powerful force is the Lord Jesus Christ, your Lord and Savior. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Because, you know, there's people that, I mean, I'm not saying I don't believe it. I do believe in Jesus Christ, your Lord. You know, I do believe in Jesus Christ. You know, I'm not trying to bring up religion. I was joking, and now I had to back myself because sometimes you can't take a personal joke too far. So let me rephrase that. I don't want to be disrespectful. The mind is a very powerful tool. And you are a very powerful tool. Okay? No, you shouldn't touch it because you don't know what's on it. You shouldn't touch anything you find. In a nutshell, that's the truth right there. Don't touch anything you find. I touch it, and I'm going to be honest why I touch it. One is to look at it because for me it's content for you guys to watch, because I know a lot of you guys are curious. I'm like, oh, what is that? Frank, turn it around. Let me see the back. Frank, scratch the bottom a little bit. Can you sniff it? You know? And so I do that more for the camera so that way you guys could actually enjoy it. But at the same time, it's dangerous. Sometimes I do it mostly with gloves and stuff. But you also have to realize that the most powerful person, the most powerful energy is the energy that you have. And so if it's not dangerous, like a substance or something, if it's not, you know, which I take the risk for it, you have to make sure you have a powerful mindset, because if anything does come trying to haunt you, in a weird way, sometimes I may look for it because I do want to get contacted, or in that immediate moment, or sometimes I want to have something happen where I could experience something with you guys, because I know the reason why we watch ghost channels is for things to happen. You know what I mean? Yeah, you want things to happen. If I was to go through there hoping nothing happens, I wouldn't have a channel. You know what I mean? People would be like, Frank, it's just a Hispanic dude talking to himself, waving a phone around or a camera around in the cemetery. You know? It gets old quick, you know? So instead of beating me up on it for touching stuff, you know, give me some credit, because it's just like, I don't want to touch this stuff any more than you do. Trust me, I don't want to touch it. But at the same time, you know, it's like, it looks more interesting for video when you do get to touch it and people get to see it, and you know, and that's something I'm willing to do for you guys. It sucks. And yes, there's been times where I fucked myself over, like when I found this egg in this abandoned church out in the middle of Navajo territory, and let alone the egg itself had nothing to do with Cherokee Indian stuff. It was an India from India, right? Like, thank you very much, like that kind of, like I found that, and it had to do with like this religious artifact for like mating or whatever, and this thing fucked my life up. Like, I destroyed my truck. I crashed into a huge animal that ran into my truck from the highway soon after I found that. The motor died, $10,000 worth of it. Literally stopped my channel for a little bit while I was trying to figure out what the hell do I do, because I touched this egg and I put it into my car, took it, and I wanted to take it home. Thank God I didn't make it, because for all I know, my house would have caught on fire. And that's where I left it with Josh Hurd. And I left it in his haunted museum with crazy artifacts that he has. And that whole place, his whole location is freaking creepy, and it's terrifying. And you guys should visit there if you ever do. But yeah, that's why I touch stuff. So yeah, I think I'm back. I don't know, that reminded me of John Wick. You took my dog and you shot my car. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I think I'm back. I don't know why I thought about that. But yeah, that's why I touch stuff. Hey, at least I'm not... Yeah, anyway, that's why I touch stuff. Yo, Franco, hopefully you're doing great, and stay safe out there, brother. Love your videos. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It was creepy looking. I love it when you touch. Shut up, you're so stupid. I love it when you touch. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know if you meant that, but I was thinking dirty. It was just funny how it sounded like. I love it when you touch. Good night from Galveston, Texas. Good night, my friend. Right, always wear gloves. Yeah, wear gloves and use a stick. most likely wear gloves and use a stick. Very rarely I touch it with my fingers unless it's paper, but even then don't, because sometimes people leave, what's it called again? It's a certain type of drug that can knock you out if a small speck of dust hits your nostril. I'm not even kidding. It'll give you like a seizure. And that specific thing is called, what is it called? Can you guys tell me what's it called? It's a drug that you do not want to run into. Cops fear it all the time. Fentanyl. Fentanyl. I said it like a different person. Let me be professional. It's fentanyl, man. Yeah. That's my jam right there. No, but yeah, it's fentanyl. You do not want to touch that, because if a small gram gets onto you or you smell it, you will go down faster than you will go down faster. I was gonna, you know what? I thought like of 5 celebrities, and I'm like, every one of them, somebody might get offended. So let me not say that joke. But you'll go down faster than the world trade. It's gonna be pretty. It's strong. Not that I know. I just, you know, yeah, you're screwed, and it's very lethal. And I'm in the graveyard by myself, and I touch something like that. Ain't nobody coming until the next day, and by that time I'll be stiff. I'll already have rigor mortis. You ain't going down dying, man. Do you know they used fent for surgery to put you under? Really? I did not know that. Watch tomorrow, something happens. Jesus Christ, knowing my luck. Local YouTuber FrankoTV was spotted laying on the floor unconscious after contacting fentanyl from a nearby tube. People are wondering why he kept touching stuff after he was warned several times, and he also admitted to using gloves. However, this time, he did not. YouTuber is now recovering at the hospital, and the doctors are saying he's lucky to be alive. Back to you, Jonathan. Thank you, Barbara. That was very interesting. So today's weather, and then life will go on. Like it never stopped going on to begin with. Clinical fentanyl shit is... I didn't even know there was clinical fentanyl. I just know every time there's that, you got to be very careful. I watched a video of a woman police officer touch a man's pocket and went down like a sack of bricks. And that's all it takes. 100%, that's all it takes. It's creepy shit. Yes, they use fentanyl. Watch me get demonetized for this. Because I keep saying it. I noticed it when I had surgery with his pants. Oh my God, with his pants down, Jameson. He was caught with his pants down around his ankle. Locals believe he was taking a shit. I don't even know. What would I be doing with my pants down? I don't get aroused at graveyards, if that's what you're thinking. That's weird. See, that's weird. That's kinky. I'm not going to kink shame you, though, if some of you guys are into that. Whatever. Do your thing, you know? Just please keep watching, because it helps me live and have a job, you know? But Jesus, that's weird. Don't let me catch you in the graveyard with your pants down. I probably might. I'll be catching you on night vision and shit. What is he doing? Like that one creepy lady I saw in Peru, cooking something in a cemetery, saying she was looking for a husband. And I'm like, well, where is he? I don't know. He passed away last year. I'm like, what? I've heard some weird shit, but that's why I like Peru. Peru is so freaking random like that. You've seen that video as well, Franco. When Europe, it's coming. I don't know yet. I don't have a time frame. It's out there, but it's coming. Everything overseas across the pond is coming. I'm just going to stay in the home state for a little bit, for a couple months, and then I'll head out. Yeah, seen that video. Well, Franco should revisit the cemetery when he saw the ghost caught film when he locked in a cemetery. Oh yeah, that was a very first videos that I used to make. That was in Jacksonville, Florida, and they hated me for that one. But that was one of my most viral, well, one of my viral videos that I did. Yeah, and I'm grateful for them going viral. Did I know they were going to go viral? Absolutely not. This is just, and that place was creepy. I think the music box that I heard too was also creepy as well. Franco should revisit. Oh, I already read that one. Cops be like, looky, this is how we found him. Safe travels, Franco, and sending love. Maybe bring holy water with you when you go to these scary adventures and use it before touching these creepy things. You know what? I actually do touch holy water a lot when I go to these churches. I'll put it on me. I don't really know what I'm doing with it, but I heard it works. Discover the deal with the weird lake, Michigan. You're not the first one to tell me. I think Martha was telling me about. They were finding a lot of bodies, and that is definitely on my list. Definitely. I'm going to go looking. Yeah, I'll pass on the course. You have made my night. Thank you. I hope I did. I hope I entertained you guys for tonight. I know it's a live. It's not like my normal stuff. But don't worry, tomorrow they'll be having one coming out. Today's like my relapse, so my brain's a little bit crazy. Oh my god, I got super chats. I didn't even realize this. I'm going down scrolling. Expired Orb. Thank you for all you do. Thank you so much, Expired Orb. I like that name, by the way. And Sweaty Louisiana. Sweet Louisiana. Jesus Christ. I don't know why you're going to hate me for this. Maybe it's just the guy in me, but I was going to say, what was I going to say? Sweetie Latina. I don't know why. I was trying not to say that too. I was fighting it for the life of me not to say. Anyway, Sweetie Louisiana. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hey, Franco from K-Town, Cali. What is going on? Your videos are so well produced. Thank you for giving me chills. Well, I don't do much. I just walk and record. But thank you. I used to do a lot of cutting before, and now I stopped because everybody likes the longer video format. It's easier for me too in a weird way, but a lot more to edit. But it is what it is. I don't really edit much. I just kind of, what do I edit? I just put the videos together. And then probably go over it a little bit, and then probably cut out the parts where I pee or something. Do you ever get asked by other YouTubers like Slaptam, Nukes, Top 5 about using your videos? You have the most genuine videos on YouTube. Yes, I do. I get asked. I think I know all of them. I know Nukes, I know Slaptam, I know Chills, I know even the Travel Channel. I'm actually and they're awesome people. Every one of them has been freaking awesome. And I even tell them, you guys don't even have to ask me anymore. Just, you guys are cool. Do whatever you want. I don't want any money from it. I always think publicity is good no matter what, because it puts your stuff out there for people to watch. So just take it and don't ask me anymore. Just use whatever you need. I'm cool with it. I don't mind it. But yes, I do get asked a lot, actually. Even last night. And I got one for Temu coming. They were asked, well, that's for a commercial. For Temu that I'm late on, and I have to do it. Big Temu. Yep. The thing is, Temu wants to send me products. They're like, here, pick 15 products and we're going to send it to you. I'm like, sweetie, do you know where I am? I'm all the way in Argentina. You're going to hate the import cost for you to send me that to Argentina. You're going to want to take it out of how much you're going to pay me for the commercial. Because I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that. But yeah, let's see how that goes. I'm grateful for the thing, but I don't know if they're going to do it if I'm all the way down here. Usually it'll be better if I was in the States. Do you ever get asked about, I already read that one. I like the video of the mausoleum with the urns that were books. Oh, yes. I remember that. They had it like a library. It was like a big room of a library, and all the books were urns on the inside. My camera's like so close to my face. Yes, I think that was Oregon. I think that was Oregon, but now that you mention it, I missed that place. I would like to go back. The video with the police officer after getting in touch with I remember the one of the first videos I saw you when you found a bag of drugs, and then you found a bag of drugs and then you hid them. You hid from the homeless. That was probably in Georgia. I think you're talking about this abandoned hotel resort, and it was just filled with homeless people. And I found, yeah, wow, damn, you're going way back when. Man, my hair does not stay down. Stay down, damn it. Jesus Christ. I think there's paranormal activity right now. There we go. My spidey senses are tingling. Security said nope. Oh, wait, there we go. Security said nope. Oh, they've been finding lots of bodies in Houston, Texas. I think it was Houston. I'm hearing something about there's been a lake or whatever that is certainly starting to dry up, and there's been bodies found everywhere. Was that Houston, or am I getting confused? Texas is the house tonight. Texas in the house tonight. You are the craziest paranormal YouTuber out there. You got balls of steel. Well, last I remember, there was soft like red bread. But thank you for the compliment. I sure like to believe they would be like steel. Yes. Yes. I'm going to move forward from this. Imagine men didn't have balls and they just had the other thing, and then you were just calling that. Your thing is hard as rock. You are like steel. I would appreciate that compliment. Well, thank you. That's the first time I heard that one. Usually it's like the small mushroom no neck or something. But that's a freaking beautiful one. You are like titanium steel alloy. My God, son. Well, my God, I never see myself like that. Big change. You know? That was a terrible joke. But I mean, what would you refer, you know, as, you know, being confident as, you know? I don't know. So I'm so retarded. I have issues and I need sleep because I'm so sleepless. It's been so long without me getting a good night's sleep, and I feel like my foot is trying to hurt. There we go. Let me see. Trying to hold my phone straight. Into the places I meant to say. Hi from the Philippines, GT. Oh, good night. Good night. Have a good one. I think, no, the GT, what is that? Gran Turismo? Casper Site. That guy is awesome. I love Casper Site. Casper Site, you know what's so funny? Is that what Casper Site does is what I wanted to do in the beginning. And I wanted to do like certain videos like that because I like the things that he gets into. It's really interesting. And, yeah, I just never got to do it. I'm so busy on the road traveling, doing the videos that people like to review, which is cool because I feel like whenever I want a vacation, I would like to just do a review, but I don't ever have time. I just don't have time for it. I have to just get out there. I love it when you put a little creepy music in some of the creepy, scary stuff. Yeah, I loved it too, but everybody was complaining about it. Everybody was telling me, Frank, stop putting music in your videos. I can't hear the voices. And I'm like, but I checked. I didn't hear any voices. Take it off. I'm like, all right, I'm sorry. And so people seem to appreciate it more now, but I do miss the video. And the music was actually coming from Fatal Frame, the video game. And so I was just kind of grabbing it and kind of copying. If you put Fatal Frame soundtrack, right? You look up the video game soundtrack, and listen to the music, you'd be like, oh my God, that's what he puts on every one of his videos. It was Fatal Frame. In fact, I used a lot of video games. It wasn't just Fatal Frame. Even Resident Evil for the creepy ambience and stuff to make it more. But I get it. People like more hardcore, cold turkey. Let me see how it is as you're experiencing it. And we'll move from there. So I'm like, okay, cool. And people seem to like it. And I don't mind it. It saves me more time. Let me come down here. Man, I am so far in the chat right now. I'm going to try to say this name. You say that I'm amazing. Thank you so much. Auntie Danny. Auntie Danny. Auntie Danny, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I hope I'm saying it right. Auntie Danny. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah. I appreciate it so much. It all goes back to work. It's not like I'm buying TVs and houses or whatever. I usually use it for a coffee. It helps me with a coffee. It helps me with like probably an energy drink, renting a car. I literally live my life is just working. The only free time I get when I want to spend it to myself is when I like play a video game or something. Sleepless in Argentina. Argentina never sleeps. And right now, sorry for the wind, it is 2 o'clock in the morning. And I can't sleep because I have night terrors. I freak out at night. I think somebody's watching me when I'm sleeping. Not even kidding, I do. That's just how I am. Have you heard from Costa Rica? Huge fan over here. Love. Have you heard from Costa Rica? I have not heard from Costa Rica. I know that's a place, but I haven't heard from it. You have mucho huevos to be alone inside a cemetery. Thank you. Yes, I've been doing it for so many years. And I can't wait to do it when I get back home, because there's a secret graveyard that no one knows I go to. And I park there all the time. And I just listen to music. I'll drink like an Arizona iced tea and just, it's like the best feeling in the world. I love it. You can hear the world outside, people screaming and shouting from far away, but there is peaceful. At least I hope it still is. I haven't been there so long. It only plays when there's nothing going on, just to build up tension. I love it. Yeah. Do I still do that? I don't think I still do that on the videos. But like I said, just let me know when I do these live streams, and I'll go accordingly, you know? What's the scariest thing you've ever experienced? Peru. Peru would be the scariest thing I've ever experienced. It's exciting, it's creepy, but Peru, my God, it's horrifying. Peru, I've had scary moments where I felt like I was going to get robbed, or I've been close to getting robbed. And yeah, Peru is a whole different ball game. What is wrong with my foot? I feel like my foot's going out. It's like my, I think I put too much stress on my foot because I've been walking so much. And these rocks do not help a good form. There we go. Yeah, I need a rest. My foot's starting to hurt. Franco, would you ever investigate Graftus Park? I've experienced paranormal activity up there. I haven't been to Graftus Park, but I would like to. Sorry, I'm just looking at this lake here. Have a cool night. Thank you so much. I will. You're truly welcome, Franco. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I know it called when you put Evil Dead in the part where the professor was talking about Necronomicon. I don't know what that is. But are you happy? No, we're not getting into that conversation. I wouldn't say I'm happy, and I'm not sad. I'm at peace. Yeah. That's the best answer. Because if you look for happiness, happiness doesn't stay forever. Happiness always changes, and then you could get depressed. But if you look for peace and you learn to look between your thoughts into that open space of, nothingness, you become more at peace with yourself. And, yeah, when you're at peace, you could, you feel more relaxed. You know what I mean? It's a nice feeling. Look for peace, not for happiness. Look for peace. Happiness is a trick of the mind to keep you stressed. You know? Sometimes I feel like somebody's watching me. Probably. Right now there's a bunch of cop cars, so I'm trying to see if I can make the cross of destiny. Come on, just go. There we go. There's drugs for those sleep terrors. Yeah, no, I don't get it all the time. I get it randomly. The creepy sleep terrors. Hi, will you ever consider going to Canada? Yes, I do. Down the road. Eventually. Eventually, 100%. It is paranormal that gives you night terrors, or is it just natural things? To me, it's paranormal, because I feel like it always happens when I finish doing an adventure, and that's where things tends to happen, like to scare me or whatever. But they don't. At first they do initially, until I realize what they are, and then it goes away. Hi Frank, hello, how are you? These dang it. What? Presbito videos are the great? Oh, Presbitero. Yes, I know. I want to go back there so bad. The sad part is that I have a contact named Wendy. And she, I don't know if she got fired or what, but she's my contact to being able to go there at night. And she ended up getting in trouble because another YouTuber that live streams went in there and she told them not to record a live stream so people wouldn't go to the graveyard, and they lied to her and they still streamed it, and she ended up losing her job. So I got to find out what's the SIP rep on that, so I can be able to go back there and explore. Without her, I can't go back to that cemetery. It's impossible. She's the contact, you know. I always kept her very quiet because I didn't want to throw her business out there, but last I heard, she doesn't have that job. So I don't know. Well, I hope. Fingers crossed. Fingers definitely crossed. Scariest thing I experienced was getting robbed at gunpoint when I was working at Blockbuster. Oh my God. I have not been robbed. They've attempted robbery, but I never lost anything. But I've been close. There we go. Maybe you need some potassium, Frank. You're always on your feet. Yeah, I think I do. But the thing is that I can't really show it to you now, but Argentina has a lot of bricks for steps. And sometimes I'll step wrong, and if I step wrong, I could hurt there's like a tendon underneath your foot heel. You guys can't see it, but right now I'm kind of limping because I've walked so much lately. But now I'm wearing these other shoes because they're more comfortable, but they don't really have a good sole in the bottom. I need to buy another pair of shoes. And yeah, my bottom of my it doesn't hurt now, but if I step a certain way, I could feel it starting to get sore and hurt. It's like a tendon or whatever. Gotta be careful. I just need to get a good shoe. May need to see a foot doctor just to make sure. But it's on the bottom of my foot, like right there underneath the cusp. You know? Oh! I got a super chat. I'm sorry. I don't know how long that's been up there. Is Juan the Turtle ever going to make another cameo again? If Juan the Turtle is still alive and I see him, hell yes. I'll strap him to my book bag. Thanks for the donation, by the way. But yeah, 100%. Wow, I forgot about Juan the Turtle. Juan! I remember there was a raccoon too that ran away from me. Eat banana. Would that help me for my foot? Because I could buy bananas. I love bananas. Hey Frank, so good to see you. Hey Blood Bunny or Blood Honey, how are you? I'm doing good as well. Another day in paradise. Today is a little update for everyone for the new crazy adventures coming up, a whole different environment. And yeah, I can't wait. I'm excited for it. I've been dying to do a new place, man. Argentina is always kind of hard after a while because of the environment, just for tourism, you know, if you're not from around here. It makes it hard. I always feel like somebody's watching me. You're trying to get that song stuck in my head. Have you ever thought of going into a haunted hospital? I haven't thought about it. I actually did it a couple of times. I've been to multiple. I even worked at one, which is Orlando Health. Yeah, like one of my first jobs. And there would be patient rooms in the hospital when I would pass by them when I was working. They would shut down a floor because there was not enough patients. So, yeah, so basically what happened was, as I'm walking through there, the whole floor is empty and the call bells kept going off in the rooms. Like patients were trying to call for the nurses, but there were nobody in the rooms. So I had to carry dead people all the time too, because I also work for patient transport. So I was transporting bodies to the morgue daily. And I think that's what kind of got I wouldn't say my curiosity, but that's what kind of gave me that backbone, you know, to be around certain things, because I've seen so much. I mean, I've seen so much. There was this one patient that came into the hospital, which died. He came in because he got shot in the balls, literally, but it hit his femoral artery and he bled out, and there was blood everywhere. And when I got to his room, he was already in a strong state of rigor mortis, and that's the guy that I got stuck on the elevator with, because the wheel of the bed that I was pulling him in on got stuck on the hinge of the elevator, so I couldn't pull the whole thing. I had to get help from people that I had to call on one of the abandoned floors while I'm stuck in the elevator with a dead guy. And that was kind of creepy for me at first. But after that happened, it just started becoming second nature, and I just kind of got used to. I got used to it, you know, just like with everything. That's why I have such a sense of humor about death, because I've seen so much of it. But I'm scared of it for it to happen to me. But it's gonna happen, and I'll be someone else's story without even knowing it, you know. Hey Franco, are you a fan of Corey Feldman's music? Corey Feldman, that's the actor guy. No. I don't like his music. I liked him in Lost Boys, but I don't like his music too much. Not a big fan. It's just kind of weird. His music is really weird. It's out there. And I actually watch a channel called, their channel is pretty much dedicated on talking about Corey Feldman. It's kind of funny. But whenever they come out with something interesting, I watch. And yeah, but no, I'm not. I like him in Lost Boys though. Looney, that would be cool. Let me, did I miss something? And I got another one. Thank you guys for the super chats, by the way. Just want to say, I love the channel, bro, and wish you the best. Thank you so much. Oh, let me like it too. Thank you, James Carnis. I think I'm saying it right. I'm just going to say James. Thank you, James. I appreciate that, man. I'm trying, man. I'm literally trying. Should I grab something to drink? I already have a Gatorade in the fridge. I can't get a banana here. Now you want me to make me want to buy a banana now. It's fine. Tomorrow I'll have to go banana shopping so I can get some bananas. But thank you so much, James. I appreciate it, brother. I was going to buy a banana in your name. You put the Vicks on the foot and put the foot in the sock and poof, all better. Really? So I'm glad it's common, man, because this happened to me not too long ago, but it got me bad the first time because I was laying in bed and I jumped up because one of my night terrors type of thing. I woke up and I saw something standing in the front door. It's like a dark shadow thing, but it was there and it was gone. But it was enough to make me jump up, and when I jumped up, I stepped wrong, and my foot heel thing, I guess my foot was like sleeping or whatever. I don't know, like I don't know what happened, but I pulled a nerve and I had to walk with a limp again, which is weird. It used to never happen to me, but I guess I'm getting older. I don't know. The one and only Jackie Voorhees. Jackie, you changed your name. Big Jackie. She caught me off guard on that one. I was like, who is this? Did I make this person? I was thinking about it in the back of my mind. I'm like, when did I make this person a moderator? Maybe it's an old moderator or something. But Jackie has the coolest house. I don't know if you guys know it. Not that I've been there. I'm just saying she showed it to me on live because we all are on Discord. And yeah, usually we meet on Discord. We all talk, and that's how you guys usually become moderators or whatever. But Jackie showed her house, and she has Jack the Skeleton. She has like every character from like from Tim Burton, even serial killers like the one guy Jason Voorhees. That's where she gets her last name, Jackie Voorhees. But yeah, she's freaking awesome. Oh, let me just rest for a second. I'm in front of the house right now. The one and only Jackie Voorhees. Frank, when you return to Florida, you should go to St. Augustine. I've been to St. Augustine. In fact, I was looking for underground tunnels that were used for smuggling. And apparently the underground tunnels were haunted, but they connect to every big building in St. Augustine. And they didn't let me go into it. At least not then. Maybe now. I don't know. Maybe because my subscriber count went up a little bit since the last time. So we'll see what happens. Frank, hey Franco. Good night, Marco. Good night, Polo. That's I think you're talking about Marco Polo. And I got another one from Franco. Remember the mausoleum with the big pendulum? Yes, that was in California. One of the most beautiful mausoleums that I have ever seen. Love your channel. That one, I might have to make another trip to California. California scares me because they make it really hard for me to travel with my truck there and sleep at a certain place or in places. But that was an amazing place. California in Washington, or no, Oregon. California and Oregon had two of the best mausoleums that go underground, have all these secret places that I want to be able to explore for sure. Thank you, Wins, by the way, for the donation. I extremely appreciate that, and I'm glad you brought that up because I'm looking into these old videos again so I can start revisiting them, see if they're still there. Did they add bigger places to it? You know. Try taking a bath with some tea, sea soap, and relaxing, especially when your feet all day. And yeah, right after this, actually, I'm gonna take a nice hot shower and cool off. And then I gotta get started editing because I gotta get ready for tomorrow's video. And then when I'm done editing, I'll be able to start posting. I'm telling you, I don't really have. It's hard to have a life outside of this because I'm always working. I gotta have an editor, or hire an editor where I could just send it, kind of like what these guys do. They told me a bunch of stuff. I was like, oh wow, I could do that. It'll help things out and understand the analytics a little bit more. Let me see. Hey Frank, happy late New Year. What are your plans for 2025 in the videos? For the videos, anything new we can expect? Yes, a lot new. Once I get back to the States, I'm talking Skinwalker locations. I'm going to the Area 51, look at new places that I found because I got a bunch of new contacts and bunch of new locations, a bunch of invites for big mansions, and I'm lowering my voice because I'm now in a residential area, but big mansions, bro, I don't even know. Like, I have so many things coming up. People have been begging me to come back to do these locations again, and I just haven't been home, so they've just been stacking up. So, and then after that, across the pond, and I'm going overseas, maybe to Chernobyl. Maybe I get to go to Ukraine finally. Have you ever, Franco, if you meet nice lady, you gonna take a break from YouTube? Hell no. Hell, I guarantee you, 100%. If I ever meet someone, if I do, with this crazy job that I have, and they're willing to take the dip, which I doubt it because it's always travel, you know. I will never, ever, I don't even tell you guys this before, but I'll tell you now. I was talking to someone years ago that was amazing, the coolest person I've ever met, and it came to the part where I had to let that person go to do this job, and it was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. It sucked, but it was also, I was being responsible, you know. It's like, I have the job of a lifetime. Not everyone gets to do this, and it's something I always wanted to do, and I went with it. So it's like, I would never put this job down for nothing, you know. Don't get me wrong, you know, I know I get older and stuff, but and responsibilities happen, but videos are, it's my, you know, it's my life, you know what I mean? So if they truly love me, they would respect that part, you know what I mean? That this is, you know, I gotta work. It's not really work to me, but it does pay the bills, so it is, in a weird way, a form of work, you know what I mean? But definitely not. Don't ever expect that. Don't ever think that. Yeah, unless I lose my legs, and that's different, but not that. You should come to Romania and do an investigation. As long as I get to meet Andrew Tate, that would be cool. No, I'm just kidding. I would love to go to Romania. Romania sounds like one hell of a beautiful location. Frank, if you, I read that one. I didn't even get another super chat. Impulsive. Hi, Frank. You haven't done UFO hunting for a long time. When will your next UFO video be? It seems like you capture so many UFOs out there in Argentina. Yes. Well, I think I will start up a UFO video. And you know what? I'm not going to think. I'll do a UFO video in Area 51 once I get up there. I'll do it hardcore, and I'll buy the best equipment. I have money saved up just for that. For the car, the truck, radio frequencies that pass by or near my car when I'm out in these exclusive areas. I will literally be over there prepared for anything. I might even get in trouble with the camo dudes for even having certain equipment. I won't be flying a drone over Area 51, but I will be there trying to capture whatever I can. And you guys will be able to hear it first on. So get ready, because once I could get to a country where I could buy my equipment that I need to do this, oh my God. Especially now that I learned a lot of things, you know? It's gonna get awesome. I'm excited. I could be doing this by myself without YouTube, and I'm still excited because I would love to do this. Hi Frank, how are you? Ona Redinu. Ona. Redinu, hello, how are you? I don't want you to feel like you're unnoticed. Frank, what's your favorite graveyard video you have done? Oh God, that's so many. I don't know. I can't. That one I can't pick because I have so many favorites. They're all unique in their own way. You know what I mean? So that one's a hard one. Okay, I'll tell you one that's one of my favorites. Do you know the song? There's a song that came out that goes, "You go down just like Holy Mary, Mariana, Mariana Cross, not just another Bloody Mary." It's either that song or another song. It's one of their songs. I know you guys heard of that band before, but they sing a song that is so good. It wasn't that it was so good. They sing a song where they filmed a music video, and it's in one of the graveyards that I did a video in California. And I didn't even know that there was a music video done. I just saw their music video. I was like, oh my God, I've been there. And that happens all the time where I start noticing places. But yeah, I filmed a video in one of their music videos that they sang a song in. Mariana Cross. Yeah, but yeah. So I didn't want to forget, but I wanted to tell you guys that. Ghost. Yes, that's the go figure. It's Ghost. What I like, you know. But yeah, it's Ghost. One of their songs are in a thing, and the guy's swinging a Catholic thing to keep spirits away or whatever he does it for. And that same cemetery is a cemetery where I filmed like 3 or 4 videos, and that's where Mariana Cross was filmed. Literally, I would tell you the graveyard, but if you look it up on Google, it'll tell you. But that's where I was at. Lewis, he didn't start till 2019. I thought it was 18, but maybe you're right. You probably know more than I do. I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm just a little gassy. Smells like Teen Spirit. Teen Spirit. I love that song. Mariana. I want to learn how to play it on the piano. Just that one part. You know. Short-lived romance. We feel you, bro. Yeah. See, I love it. Yeah, it's a short. Yeah. I think every guy goes through it. But once a man, I think a man becomes a man when you have to, that's discipline. You know what I mean? When you have to let go of someone you love. I mean, you freaking loved, you know? And you had to just think about, listen, what is best for you right now? And it didn't turn out the way I wanted to. I had to disappear by, you know, it wasn't on purpose. I just didn't know what to do. I panicked, so I just disappeared. And yeah, comes to find out, getting married, or probably already married now with probably like 18 freaking children. I want to think of as many children as possible so I don't get my hopes up. But yeah, you know, but I think when you do a choice like that in life, you become so strong, and you know, emotionally, you learn to, and it hurts. You learn to live with it, you know, but you realize why you're doing it. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm still doing it. I've never not did what I had to do for YouTube. You know, I always put YouTube first. I'm self-taught pianist. I love the piano. I can't wait to play it. We love you, Franco, because you are honest. I have to be. Look, you guys are not stupid. You guys are smart, and I tell this to everybody else. Don't fuck around with YouTube, because don't think that you're just viewers or whatever, and you don't care about what they want or whatever. You know, these people are not. They're private investigators. They're learning everything about you, and you won't even know it or see it coming. You know what I mean? I'm gonna turn the camera around just because it's a random person. But yeah. Buenas, ¿qué tal? You wouldn't even like, you guys catch things that I would have never seen. There's some people that they say things that they realized about my life that not even I realized, and it takes